राइट नहीं यार, एक बार पूछना है, मतलब बेसिक कर्टसी के लिए तो बंदा पूछता है।
सबसे पूछेंगे अभी, पहले एक बार स्टार्ट करते तो उसके बाद हम मास्टर ब्लास्टर बुलाएंगे ना बीच में।
Okay. This meeting is now live streaming on YouTube. Congratulations, Manya.
Congratulations.
So should we start with the live stream?
Should we?
Yeah, so so shall I stop the live stream for the moment?
Any live stream is fine, yeah. Everybody who is a member will be getting a notification that it is live, so it's easier for everyone.
Yeah, we are starting.
Yashika, it is 262 meeting, na?
Yes. Hi Suzanne, hi Supong. Supong, flowers are looking very beautiful. हमें भी दे दो.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, Guneet, can you copy paste this and then share it over? इसमें ना open नहीं हो रहा.
छोड़ो, देखा जाएगा.
You say it, or you say all of them. No, it does not matter. Hi Supang.
Hi Sanjit. Hi Yashika. Hi everyone.
You remember the last time you were the G? That was the first and the last time, yeah. After that, we never saw you in that role.
I think that was the first time our general evaluation section got over before the time limit.
Now you exactly know why we gave you the role. Hi Susan. Hi Vanch.
Hello Sanjit. Hi Yashi.
Hi.
Hello Sanjit, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you. We have a guest, Karthik Batra. Hi Karthik.
Hi,
How are you, Karthik?
I'm doing good. What
This
about
is your
you?
second meeting, right? I'm doing perfectly
Yes.
fine.
Yes, this is my second meeting.
Yes. Looks very promising. I'm looking forward to you becoming a member soon.
Probably next week.
Okay, so Guneet will take care of it then.
Hi everyone. Why everyone is wearing blue? Supongla, Yashika, Simran, and Sanjit in his.
Guneet, it's time that you wear specs.
Sanjit, that's a DP in the Toastmasters Club of Speaking Leadership. I mentioned that. First of all, you should listen to the complete sentence.
Okay. So now that you're sergeant at arms, does not give you the right to say whatever you want.
Okay. Hi Srishti, hi Vansh, hi Abhishek, aka Rahul, aka Shahrukh Khan. Hi Ishan.
Yeah.
You can turn
Hi.
your video on.
Hi. How are you?
Good, good. How are you doing?
I'm fine too.
Hi Yash. I will request everyone to please come on video because we have an interesting game, and the sooner you come on your video, the sooner we'll be able to play that. So please.
Adarsh is ready for the speech, I guess. He's standing there.
Yes. No, I am not standing.
Okay, no, Ashish is standing. Yeah.
Ashish,
I'm
for a
sorry.
change.
Yeah, the Oxford is in US moment. One
Oh.
Ashish is all dressed up today.
Damn. Crazy, yeah.
Vansh, Abhishek, Ishan, Yash. Hi, Shrishti. Susan, could you please all come and switch your video on?
Yeah, that was quite a last minute change in evaluation.
Yeah, that
Came-
was specially made for you,
Came as a
Ashish.
shocker to me.
See, we planned to provide you the best, so we did the same from our end.
I wish I do my best as well.
Looking forward to it. Okay, so Guneet,
Did you
should we
watch
start with the game?
Yeah, we will. But two very amazing thing happens last week. So I really want to know how everyone is feeling. First of all, it was a friends reunion. So I wanted to see Sanchit especially today and shouting and going all crazy because I knew he would be super excited about it. Hi Harshita, you look super cute. So I'll be stealing that hairband very soon. But let's come back to the meeting now.
Others, please concentrate on Guneet now.
Thanks for reminding me, Sanchit. I just carried away.
Okay. So I have a game. So I'll request Yashika, Abhishek, Vansh, Simran, Ishan, Susan, Shrishti, Nishtha. Please switch on your video as an appreciation that I said all those names in one breath. So please do that at least for me now. So since we are doing Zoom meeting and it is very boring before, but not now. So there's a game that's called I Spy. So now, how do we play it? I speak the name of one of the member from the screen, from the gallery view, and he or she has to speak about any one object that he see in the background of the other member. Let's say I say books, so that's the object that is my background, or it could be anything. So I'll speak the name of the member. He or she has to shout the name of the object, and everyone has to tell which of the member has that particular object in the background. So you can all unmute yourself for the next 5 minutes and then we can start it. So since Ashish is all dressed up today and I see him in a different mood for the first time ever, I've joined the Zoom meeting. So Ashish, let's start with you. And you also have a plain background, so it gives me liberty to not come back to you. So please go ahead.
I have to do what? What do I have to do? I have to.
So first thing that you have to speak name of any of the object that you see in anyone's background. Second, all the members are free to tell the name of the Toastmaster who has that particular thing in the background. And then we continue with the game in the same manner. Ashish, go ahead.
Okay. Flower. Just a second. I see a window AC. Now somebody has to tell.
Sanchit.
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 No,
Nishta was the first to tell the answer. Now, Nishta, it's your turn to speak the next object. Everyone be on unmute because it has to go as sooner. So please.
I can't see any objects here.
You have to be observing.
Switchboard.
Supongla.
Harshita, now you have to. Harshita has to speak of the next object.
Workout. The word workout.
Guneet.
Okay, and now my turn. I see a red color in background. I don't know what's that, but yes, I do see something red color. Maybe a couch. Bed or something.
Shrishti.
Yes. Hi Shrishti, how's your day going?
Hi everyone. So I'm a guest. I am not aware of Toastmasters before, but I got to know a friend called Sahib. And day's been going good. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you definitely. And you're welcome to the meeting. And soon you will know the structure of the Toastmasters as we have a beautiful lined up today. So don't worry about that. And we have Bharat in the group. Hi Bharat, how are you doing? Could you please turn your video on and finally come and say quick hi to everyone?
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Hi. No worries. So how's the day going? Are you also a Friends person? Did you also cry today seeing the reunion?
No, actually, I have not got the opportunity to watch it yet. I was in office the whole day. I just came back home and took a bath, and I'm here.
Okay, so the one person who will win that game today, Sanchit will give or provide the Z5 subscription as a gift.
Oh.
So please let's play for the next 2 minutes. So for everyone who is new to this, so we are playing a game called I Spy, where you have to shout the name of one object that you see in the background. It could be chair, it could be anything. And everyone has to tell which member has the same background. So let's start with Bharat with you. You have to tell or say any object.
I see a smiley.
Sanchit.
Sanchit.
I guess Sanskrit placed all the objects, though I promise I haven't shared the game with him, but it's okay. He's an attention seeker, so no worries. So now, Sanchit, you
In
have
case
to.
if you can't find the object, I can put in my hand.
Oh my God, Yashika. And we have Shivani in the house. Ruchi, it's so good to see you after such a long span of time. So I'll say yellow is a happy color today. I might have something on my top, so yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, Sakshi. Welcome to the meeting. I didn't mean to scare you up all of a sudden. I'm so sorry.
No, I wasn't scared. No, I wasn't scared. I was chatting with somebody. So, yeah. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for welcoming me to the group. And I have attended a few meetings, though it's been a long time that I'm attending again. I saw the theme on the D41 group and I was very intrigued. What is this thing about? So I was like, I have to attend it.
Yes, that is very intriguing about the birth order. So I'll not talk about it because I probably don't know about it. So I'll leave that to Aditi to come later in the next 10 minutes and reveal the theme of the meeting. So now I'll request everyone, Monica, Susan, Shivani, Nishtha, and Shrishti to come on your screens because I really love seeing, I don't like seeing the blank screen. So please come up on stage. And yes. So Sanjay, should we start? Monica, Shivani.
Yes.
So before we start, I learned one thing back when I attended one of the group sessions. So they always used to start the sessions by showering love. So how used to do it? They used to say, that used to be their love showers. So every time we used to greet anyone, it never goes like namaste, hi, hello. I made friends 62 years old and I used to love them and I used to go. So now for the next 10 seconds, we'll all do love showers for everyone for coming in this meeting, for taking out time in these difficult times and everything. So everyone, please put your hands and let's give love showers to everyone. You have to unmute and you have to actually make that voice because that's the best part. I don't want to look weird, so please do that with me. So thank you for doing that. That are the love showers. So that basically means that you shower the other person with positive energy and you bring them a smile and you promise them to see you next week. So now it is a proud privilege for me to be your Sergeant at Arms and I welcome you all to the 262nd meeting of Toastmasters Club of Speaking and Leadership. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting and as such, a few rules apply to you. First, please ensure you are on mute and you're not speaking. Second, please refrain any behavior that might distract the other person speaking while you're asked to do so. Rule number 3, if you're going to talk about religion, politics, sex, do in a manner so that it does not offend anyone. Rule number 4, this being an online meeting, please focus on the speaker as a test to your listening skills. Rule number 5, keep your video on because everyone loves seeing your face with a smile. So it would be very helpful for the speaker to remain attentioned on the screen. So it would be helpful for everyone to remain on screen. And now I'll recite the club mission, the Toastmasters mission statement. We provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And with this, now I'll hand over the stage to our all-time favorite presiding officer. May everyone can unmute and welcome together, because I guess when I say all-time favorite, it goes without saying, Mr. Sanchit Dayal.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Guneet, for that wonderful and positive energy that you brought to the meeting. And so thank you so much for that. And we will be starting the meeting on a very, very positive note. So can anybody point out what is different in the meeting that you can see on your screens today?
Live YouTube.
We are streaming live. Yes.
Yes. So as I said, I will be spreading positivity. It's not just one, but two. First one is that we are live on YouTube right now. So everybody who would have subscribed the channel must have gotten the notification, and we are streaming live. In general, we get about 70 to 100 views per meeting, but I would want you to support us and please spread the message across that everybody watches us live on YouTube. Thank you for doing this, Manya. Manya is the VPPR who had brought in this initiative, and I would like to congratulate her for doing it. So thank you, Manya. With that, I have a second thing which is full of positivity, and you must have seen in the group recently that there have been some new joinees. So as you can see that I have 6 bottles in total, and you can guess it in the right way that we have 5 new members who joined the club this week itself. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 members. And I'm extremely proud to give each peer a bottle to every one of them who is standing there. But what is the 6th one for? 6th one is for none other than the VP membership of the club, which is Toastmaster Guneet, because she was the one who brought in 5 members in a single week in the club, and that does not happen often. So thank you, Guneet, for doing it. The beer bottle is all yours, and I will be sharing it with you as soon as we can meet. So with that, let me start with the people who have joined in. I will be calling them out one by one, and if you are present there, please give us a brief introduction. The first one is Toastmaster Ishan Taneja. I can see Ishan, he has a role today. So Ishan, could you please give us a brief introduction? How are you joining, as in, how are you liking after joining the club? Anything that you would wish to say?
Yeah, hi everyone. So as you can see, like, I am now a member of the Toastmaster TMSM community, and yeah, I'm happy to be here, happy to improve my skills. Let's see how it goes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ishan. And with that, we will quickly move on to the next one, which is Abhishek. And you can call him Rahul as well. So Abhishek, could you please give us an introduction?
Okay. Hi all, I'm Abhishek. I have joined this club a week back. I did my graduation in mechanical engineering, and right now I'm working as an analyst with American Express. And right now I'm at my hometown. I'm looking forward to learn and grow. Learn and grow. Yeah, that's all about me.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Abhishek. Let's move forward to the next one, which I can see a very handsome guy in red. So, sir, could you please give an introduction? He is none other than Toastmaster Rajiv Ranjan.
Hello, everyone. I think I have joined 3 meetings of Toastmaster this club, and I appreciate Sanchit, Guneet to develop this such very beautiful and very well-managed platform. I think I will be learn more thing, and my communication as well as leadership quality will also be developed. So my aim is to join this club is to improve my public speaking as well as my leadership quality. Over to President Sanjeev. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rajiv, for that brilliant introduction. And we will definitely take care of whatever your requests are, and we will be providing you the best from our side. Thank you for joining the club, all 3 of them, Ishan, Rajiv, Ranjan, and the one who has 2 names, Abhishek, aka Rahul. So thank you for joining, guys. There are 2 other people who have joined. I cannot see them in the video, in the in the meeting now. Their names are Aditi Das and Arpit Maheshwari. They will be soon introduced in the group, and we can have a clear understanding of who they are, where do they come from, and then we can congratulate them in the next meeting. Okay, with that, we had 2 positive news, one on YouTube, second the members, but the best part of the meetings are that there are a lot of guests who join the meeting. And let me quickly give a guest feedback as in a guest introduction for each of the new member who has joined the club for the very first time. Not for the very first time, I can see somebody who joined us last week as well, and we will be starting with this guy. So guest Karthik Batra, could you please give us an introduction?
Hi everyone. I come from Karnal and this is my second time, as President Sanchit said, and last time was obviously amazing and I'm looking forward to attend 1 or 2 meetings more to understand more about what are the people like who seem so amazing, and I'm sure that I will be joining this group very soon to improve my communication and leadership skills. And I'm doing CA, basic part of my introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthik, for joining the meeting again. And we are definitely going to see you in a lot of meetings coming forward because we are very sure that you will be joining us soon. The next person we will have on stage is Bharat Gupta. So Bharat, if you could please give us an introduction.
Hi guys, this is Bharat this side. I'm an engineer by profession, and that's why I've joined this meeting. I think my communication skills are not up to the mark, and I hesitate a lot at times. Even yesterday when I was having a word with Guneet, there were too many pauses there. So that's one reason, and the other reason is for sure networking and meet new people, like-minded people, and expand my network. So yeah, looking forward to at this point of time I'm actually exploring. So let's see which group I end up in. I hope that this might be the group.
Okay, thank you so much, Bharat. As you said, like-minded people. I am an engineer myself, so you will definitely get me. And if you would want, you can please join this club because I will be there as long as you will be. So thank you for joining the meeting again, and let's move forward to the next guest. We have Kamya Parab who has joined us again. So Kamya, would you like to give us a brief introduction? Kamya, are you available? Okay, we will move forward to the next one, which is Anukshita Sood. Anukshita, are you there? Arukshita Sood, I'm sorry.
Hi, yeah, it's Anukshita. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anukshita Sood, and I just joined this meeting as a guest because I'm trying out groups. So this is technically my second meeting as a guest, but first in this group. So I'm really looking forward to it. A little bit about myself is that I actually graduated in economics from University of London in 2019. And since then, I have been working here at Genpact as a project management analyst. And I'm looking forward to being a part of this group. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for that lovely introduction, Arukshita Sood. And yeah, Genpact recalls me with a lot of memories because I did give an interview twice. They rejected me, unfortunately. I think Ashish was also the one who tried it. So Ashish, would you like
I
to
made
share?
it. I made
Okay,
it. I'm
you
an ex-Genpact guy.
Great.
Oh, really nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Yes. So you have already found your like-minded people, and I'm looking forward for you to join the club. So thank you, Arukshita, for giving us an introduction and joining this meeting. And we will quickly move forward to the next one, which is Shrishti Rastogi. I think Shrishti tried to join us thrice or maybe 4th time. So Shrishti, are you there? Is the network okay? Could you please give us an introduction?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we are unable to see you. Okay, Shrishti, you can
Hi.
just switch off your video if you want, and we can
Can you
listen.
give me a thumbs up if you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So hi, my name is Srishti, and this is the first time I'm doing I've come to a Toastmasters meeting. I'm basically from Delhi. I've just completed my MBA from IIM Bangalore, 2021, and I'll be joining Amazon pretty soon, like next Monday. So really nice to know all of you. Sorry, I cannot come on video. There's some technical glitch, and I'm a guest. I have come on behest of Sahib, who's again a Toastmaster.
Okay. Thank you for joining the meeting, Srishti. We all know who Saib is, and I think he was from the first batch of TMSL, and he is an ex-president as well. So I would like to thank him to ask you to join the meeting, and we will definitely make sure that we make your time worth. So please, thank you for joining the meeting, and we will quickly move forward to see if there is anybody else who has joined the meeting and is a guest. And I cannot see anyone. So let's move forward with the meeting. And I will be transferring the stage or handing off the stage to somebody who has taken this teamwork session for the very first time. So before she comes on stage, I would like to ask everyone to please come on video so that we can have a group picture. And once we have that, we will be moving forward with the teamwork session of the day. So once Yashika, Bharat, Rajiv, Susan, Kamya Parab, Utkarsh, Monica, Arukshita Sood, and I guess everybody else is already there. Bharat, Yashika, Kamya, Utkarsh, Monica, could you please switch on your cameras or videos? Okay. Yes, so Utkarsh is there.
1. Nice.
Thank you. With that, let's start the meeting, and I will be asking somebody to join the club, I will be asking somebody to take the center stage. And for this girl, I would like to say only two things. A, she is consistent, and B, she is brilliant when she comes on stage. So whenever she is going to come on stage, please expect something that you haven't. And that is what I'm expecting today. So please help me welcome on stage none other than Aditi Monga. Aditi Monga, can you please start with your TMOD session? Thank you.
Thanks, Sanjay, for the beautiful introduction. And I know, guys, you are here for what? You all are here to get into the feelings and thoughts of the one you love. Or you are here to figure out why you do what you do. So this fun, entertaining, and informative discussion will show you how. Meanwhile, please come out of your thoughts and listen to the structure of the meeting, which is very important. So this meeting is divided into 3 segments. First, being the prepared speeches, where we have a set of speakers who have their objectives and they will deliver their speech. Second segment is designed for impromptu speaking, where we encourage our guests and members to speak on a topic given by our table topic master. And the third section is the general evaluation section, in which our respective evaluators will provide their reports of evaluation. So, coming back onto the theme of the meeting, and before I lay down the postulates of the birth order theory, I would like to lay down the problem statement first. And to do so, I want you all to answer one question for me. You need to tell me about one intolerable person of your life. For example, in my life, one most obnoxious person is my boss, for a simple reason that he is a perfectionist. And this makes him very, very intolerable for me. So now I open stage for any of you to volunteer and tell us all about one person who is intolerable for you You need to tell us the name of that person, your relationship, and just a one-word quality of that person which makes him intolerable for you. Anybody wants to volunteer?
Yes.
Come on, please. I can see your name.
Rajiv.
Okay, Rajiv. So
Yeah.
please. And meanwhile, others also get ready because I'm gonna pick up anybody because I know everybody has one person in life who is really, really obnoxious, unpleasant person. So come on, tell me,
Yeah,
Rajiv.
one person in my life is by profession, he's a doctor and he's my uncle also. And he's
Okay.
also agent of some networking platform. Whenever I will meet and I have already met, then over there, they all people, his family, whole family are always be ready to sell the products. So it's very intolerable to meet that person.
Okay. So basically, they are very social or they're very talkative to you and such.
Yes.
Okay. That's great. So somebody has family relations problem. People like me have corporate relationships problem. And anybody else? Anybody has problem with siblings?
Me.
Come on, Sanchit and Bharat. Both of you have to answer, but you can come one on one. So I request Bharat to come first.
So I think I have an issue with my brother, and because he's a very nagging person in overall. So wherever I go, or like whenever I make a plan, so he wants to know why you're going, where you are going, and why is that you're going there.
Okay.
And it's not the same case, vice versa. If I am on the other side and if he is going somewhere, if I ask the same question, then he has an issue. He has an issue with that. Like, how can you even ask me that? Who are you? And like, I should not be answerable to you. So yeah,
Okay. So one more question: is he elder to you or younger to you?
yeah, he is elder to me. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I'll provide you a solution to this. Now, Sanchit, anybody have a problem with?
Yeah, I think you might be able to help me out as well. I have a problem with my elder sister. She gets all the love in the family from each and every person that we have. And I, being the younger one, I just get neglected for no reason at all. So that is the reason I joined TMSL, so that I can get love from you guys. And ultimately, I stay happy in my life.
Yeah, so this is very true that for most of the later bonds, we feel that life is unfair. Really true. So since we have a lot of relationship problems, so I see that I have to provide solutions to many. Let's move forward and talk about that whether it is really okay to have such problems or not. So just give me a thumbs up when my screen is visible. Is it visible? Yeah. So as I said, somebody has problem with siblings, somebody has corporate relationship problems, and somebody else have the problem with own ourselves because we think that we are just not good enough, right? But here's the theory which says that this is really normal because it's related to your birth order personality. Think of your family as a tree, as you haven't seen any tree which has all the branches in one direction. So none of your sibling or none of your sibling can be of the same type as you. Think of your parents as a trunk of a tree and all the children of the family as the branches. So this makes you clear that definitely you'll find your siblings really, really different from you. So with this, before I tell you what is the difference between different among the siblings, it's time to call upon stage our auxiliary team players, without whom the meeting is really incomplete. And now, as time waits for no one, so I call upon the stage a very passionate lady, Toastmaster Suzanne, who is playing the role of the timer today. Toastmaster Suzanne, I request you to introduce your role to us.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Aditi. Wish you all the
Yeah.
best for your role. I'm so
Thank
excited to listen to your TMOD session. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I'm going to play the role of timer, and I'm going to record your timings. And yeah, yeah. I'm the timer of the day. I'm responsible to keep track of the time taken by various speakers and role players. There are two speeches by Simran and Ashish. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes for Ashish, and for Simran 4 to 6 minutes. Six, since because she is an icebreaker speaker today. Now I'll show the green card 5 minutes and yellow card at 6 minutes and the red card 7 minutes for Ashish. And also for the fourth minute for Simran, green card and yellow card at 5th minute, and 6th minute I'm going to show red card for Simran. And for table topics, each speaker is encouraged to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. I'll show the green card at 1 minute and the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds and the red card at 2 minutes, and you have a grace period of 30 seconds on the plus side. For evaluators, you have 2 to 3 minutes. The green card is shown at 2 minutes, the yellow card 2 minutes 30 seconds. For all auxiliary role players, time has given 1 to 2 minutes 30 seconds grace period each side. Green at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, red card at 2 minutes. We have a special role going to play by Monica today as a table topic evaluator. She will be having 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to display when you reach your deadlines. I'm going to display your this yellow card, green card, and red card. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suzanne, for the wonderful introduction. Now, in order to reach our common objective of being a fluent speaker, I call upon the stage a very dedicated personality, Toastmaster Ishan Taneja, who is playing the role of our counter. Toastmaster Ishan, I request you to introduce your role to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Aditi. Good evening, everyone. I will be the R counter for the day, and I will basically count filler words or crutches which are like like, because, you know, which basically
Objective of being a fluent speaker. I call upon the stage.
which basically distract the attention of the audience. They also reduce the impact of the speech. And I will make note of all the pauses, which unintentional pauses, which will be done by like for every speaker. And I will submit my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ishan, for the wonderful introduction. Now it's time for the grammarian, as grammar is the groundwork of clear communication. So I call upon the stage a very charming lady, Toastmaster Bhavna Malhotra, who's going to play the role of a grammarian today. Toastmaster Bhavna, I request you to introduce us your role.
And exhilarating good evening to all Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and today I will be playing the role as a grammarian, as a language evaluator. Being a language evaluator, it's my job to keep track all the good uses of the grammar language and not so good uses of the language. Along this, I will be noting down the grammatical errors which we made intentionally. So with this, being a grammarian, I request to all of you, a language evaluator, please do not use any other language like Hindi. If you would like to use any other language, I request to please translate into English so that everyone can understand. So being a grammarian, it's my job to give you the word of the day. The word of the day is, it's showing on your screen, surrogate. The meaning of the word is a person or thing that takes the place of somebody, something else, or a person appointed to represent behalf of others. So examples are there. Principal has agreed to give surrogate teacher a chance to teach students. The second example is Mukesh was acting as a surrogate father for his brother. Now, idiom is the day. The idiom of the day is very interesting, full of beans. When you feel very energetic, you have high speed. In that situation, we can use full of beans. Example, you can say, despite the busy days, everyone in the meeting always full of beans. I hope you all will be using the idiom of the day, word of the day, full of beans. And please, I'd love to know how much you are full of beans. Please tell me by using the idiom of the day, full of beans. So the stage is yours, TMO. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thanks, Bhavna, for the wonderful introduction. And now it is time for our speakers of the day. And I introduce you with our first speaker, Toastmaster Ashish Diryani, who is a marvelous speaker and always intrigues us with his magnificent vocabulary. But before I call upon the stage Toastmaster Ashish, I would like to introduce you all with a very adorable Toastmaster Supong, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Ashish's speech. Toastmaster Supong, I request you to tell us about the objective of the speech.
Aditi, I think it's me who will be evaluating Toastmaster Ashish's speech. Supong will be the general evaluator for the day.
I am really sorry for this.
No.
So I call Toastmaster Manya to tell us about the objective of the speech.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be back with the role of evaluator after a long time. Today, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Ashish, aka Shashi Tharoor of TMSL's Level 1 Project 3 speech. His speech objective is to present a well-researched speech on any topic. And he has asked me specifically to evaluate his body language, inclusive of his hand gestures and eye contact in particular. So all the best, Ashish. Looking forward to exhilarating performance from your end. Over to Toastmaster Aditi.
And now here is our first speaker, Toastmaster Ashish. Not my circus, not my monkey. Not my circus, not my monkey, Toastmaster Ashish. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Aditi. All throughout my 20s and my teenage years, I had this tendency to get involved into anything and everything I could lay my hands on. I had been an enthusiastic, impressionable, inquisitive young lad who would not say no to whatever piece of work that came his way. And being the youngest one in the entire family tree, those pieces of work used to come flying in thick and fast. So much so that on any given day, my schedule would be chock-a-block with all the tasks that I was required to perform for others during that day. To make matters worse, when I started off my professional career as a central banker, I turned out to be the youngest one in that department I was posted in. Therefore, I was always at the receiving end of the instructions rather than the issuing one. I know when you think of young, you think of a Guneet, a Manya, or a Sahil Sharma for that matter, but definitely not a Ashish Dayani. However, in this context, I urge you all to imagine the unimaginable for a while as I go along. My curiosity would invariably get the better of me and would eventually get me into some or the other kind of trouble. For instance, as a kid, I would always be tricked into believing that holding the spool was probably the most important task in kite flying. And my eldest brothers controlled the strings and flew the kites all day long. As a consequence, I never learned how to fly a kite. During my adolescent years, I would be enticed into bowling while my cousins batted their way to glory in a game of cricket. For I was gullible enough to believe that Indian cricket team lacked pace bowlers such as myself, and by letting me bowl to them, they were doing me a big favor. As a result, I didn't know how to hold a cricket bat properly till I turned 16 when I joined a cricket academy. Coming to professional life, the seniors at work would pass off their inconsequential, boring work to me, labeling them as core deliverables, and I would accept them with open arms. So as I was saying, that I had always been deceived into falling prey for my over-enthusiastic nature, the habit of taking more than I could handle became a permanent feature in my life. The gullible and passive attitude which started shaping me as a person had acquired dangerous proportions. I, for one, had a difficult time saying no to anyone, and I surely was too mindful to rub anyone the wrong way for the fear of backlash. The curious, impressionable me would walk right into the path of my doom for failing to turn down requests for assistance, which I knew were honey traps laid out for me. This went on for years, and it started gradually dawning upon me that I had been taken for a ride by others all this while. But as years passed by, I became acutely aware of the problem. I resolved to change the status quo because I was getting played into the hands of my pranksters for my curious, credulous behavior. I learned a valuable lesson, a life skill which has reaped me rich dividend. I realized how to be assertive without being aggressive, how to be firm without being quarrelsome, how to let people with manipulative attitude get a taste of my shenanigans, how to steer clear of work without coming across as someone challenging the authority, how to put a lid on the jar of my curiosity, and last but not the least, how to be evasive without being too obtrusive. I acquired what I call as the art of letting it be and letting it go. And it has worked wonders for me so far. In the words of Mark Twain, all you need in life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. I took it somewhat differently and started playing ignorant with confidence on purpose, and success became as sure for me as the morning sunshine. Through the help of my newfound uncanny wisdom, I was able to turn down, deflect a lot of tricks, a lot of queries that were disguised as requests for assistance, and I was no longer the pushover everyone assumed me to be. Let me share an incident with you all. Not long ago, I received an elaborate email at work from a colleague of mine who required me to contribute to a project using my commercial bank experience. Since she was an MA in English honors, the email was crafted and drafted in an artful way, highlighting how invaluable my contribution would be and how it would plug the glaring loopholes in the current research framework. She sprinkled extra adjectives here and there to make my presence seem indispensable in the success of the project. I was excited at first, rather overjoyed and full of beans. The offer seemed too good to be true, and I might have just replied with an affirmative in an instant. But this time, I held my horses, contained my excitement, and reined in my curiosity. Like it always does, the devil lied in the detail. The catch was I was to offer my valuable contribution anonymously, as the team had officially been formed, and they all had a shot at a prize money worth 1 lakh rupees. I didn't sleep over it much and came up with the best one-line reply to that email I could ever come up with. Not my circus, not my monkey. Over to you, Timon. Thank you.
Amazing creativity, Toastmaster Ashish. I would say the way you selected this title and the presentation of the speech. Thank you so much. And now it's time for a quiz, and I'll be sharing my screen. So let me know when my screen is visible.
Okay.
So here's the quiz, which name is Who's Who? And what are the rules of this quiz is, as per the postulates of the birth order theory, I'll tell you what are the traits of the elder sibling and what are the traits of the younger sibling. Now, what you have to do is you have to listen to those traits, and I'll share the list of traits, which will have around 6 traits of each of the sibling. And now, even if you are able to think of a person who possesses at least 1 or 2 of those traits, you're gonna come up and name and give us the name of that person, and next we'll call that person and ask his birth order. This will help us verify the theory. Yeah, but in this case, if you think that you yourself possess the trait and you want to come up and tell us, so you can tell us your birth order and the trait you possess out of them. So here's talking about the elder sibling, first come, first serve. Okay. And the theory says that these people are reliable, natural leaders, achievement oriented, they are little adults, and they are the they are individual. Sorry, just a minute. Just a minute, my laptop hanged. So coming up, they are reliable, natural leaders, achievement oriented, little adults, individual workers. So anybody does this tells you that, oh, this is the person who possesses all these traits, or even 1, 2 of them. Can you name? Or even if you want to volunteer yourself that you possess any of them.
All of them.
Yeah, all of that. And so who's volunteer? Manya. Okay, and what's your birth order, Manya?
Yeah, I'm the elder born,
Oh, great.
so I can relate to the facts.
So at least this satisfies the theory. Anybody else? So that more data we have, more and more will verify it.
I'm a single child, so I can't relate.
So this theory says that most of the traits of elder sibling are the traits of the only child as well. So I'll just correct myself. If anybody is an elder sibling and the only child and really possesses these traits, come up and tell us.
Can the younger ones volunteer?
So you are against the theory.
I'm the only child, but the eldest one, and I kind of relate to it.
Okay, and your name? I'm not able to see on screen.
Harshita.
Great. So fine, we are almost there. Just Sanchit is not there with me in this theory. Okay, I'll take it. And then coming at the later bonds. Now these people are social, humorous, spontaneous. These people are ragged. They have unflattering nicknames. Now this pinches my heart because I can relate myself from this theory because I am the last born in the family. Anybody who is later born and think that they possess these traits?
I think all my younger siblings, they're like this. I totally can.
I don't wish to.
I don't know about my younger brother being social or humorous, but he's ragged for sure.
So bad, so bad.
I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest, but I'm none of these.
Okay. And anybody else?
So I am the middle child, and I am social. I think I'm social enough compared to my other siblings.
Yeah, we think the same, Bharat.
Thanks.
Okay. So we have quite a mixed reviews regarding this theory. Not a problem. So with this, we'll move forward with our second speaker, who is a very affable person, Toastmaster Simran. And before I invite Toastmaster Simran, I would like to introduce you all with a very passionate Toastmaster Vansh, who's going to evaluate Toastmaster Simran's speech. Toastmaster Simran, Vansh, I request you to tell us about the objective of the second speech of the day.
Thank you, Aditi. Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Simran is going to deliver his level 3 project 1 speech from the dynamic leadership. So the time allotted are 4 to 6 minutes. It's not 5 to 7 minutes. So please, timer, take care of the time. The purpose of the speech is for the member to deliver social speeches in front of the club member. So there is no particular objective that Toastmaster Simran is going to deliver from me. But as an evaluator, I will take care of that. Over to you, Aditi, and all the best, Simran.
So here's our second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Simran. Toast of my life, toast of my life, Toastmaster Simran. The stage is yours.
Toastmaster is famous for their toast. How many of you have ever heard this line anywhere in any club? Please raise your hand if you have any. I have personally heard this line in many Toastmasters clubs. So, but before this, let me greet with you all. Good evening, Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. I am Simran, and today I am going to deliver my third level in Project 1 and second speech of this project. Suppose your teacher asked a very good question, and you know this answer, and you also raised your hand with full of confidence. But what if she asked you and she asked to come in front of the class and said, make them understand why LHS is equal to RHS and why it is hence proved. That time, what would you do? If you are like me, then you would definitely feel that I am inferior, like in front of these superior girls. I am really looking very bad. I'm not that much able to tell, and I do not have that much eligibility to come in front of the class and interpret all these things. Madam Toastmaster, this thing happened to me. When I was in 10th standard, I was a very sheepish girl. But with this, I was a very brilliant student. I did my job. I did all the responsibilities on time. I did my homework. I had learned all the grammatical rules. I had learned all the mathematical identities, everything in the very same class. I learned each and everything, but I did learn the most important thing, and that was the communication style. Yes, how to convince the people who is just standing before you, how to build, how to make yourself correct, although you are wrong, how to feel very well, and how to feel overconfident, not overconfident, just self-confident. I never learned this thing. My failure didn't stop here. It was the day when the election was going on for the head girl of the school. I was also elected for that because I was the very good girl of my class. The principal man was taking interview of every girl. I was also one of them. Even in that group, the topper of my class was also there. And you know that who got selected for that position? A girl who used to secure only 70 to 72%, that girl secured the position of the head girl of the school. Yes, that girl secured the rank. And you know what was the reason? He was not good at academics. He was not good at maths. She was not good at science. Nothing. But just she was good at communication style. She was very good at convincing the people who was just standing before her. She was very good to interpret her ideas, what she had in her mind. She was very good at tell whatever she feel. Wow, what a style she had. And yes, she secured and she made us lose, even though we were so brilliant students. My journey went on, and finally in 2020, I came across with a very good platform where all the members support one another, where the competition level is cutthroat and the affection level is up to the mark, where the winner will be one, but the smile will be on the numbers of face, where that everyone has something very hectic, but everyone will be able to give you some time. And on this platform, you will not be limited with some few with some few people. On this platform, you will have a lot of opportunity to explore yourself with numbers of people and with go-getter person. Madam Toastmaster, today's my speech is in honor of this platform. Yes. So stop beating around the bush, and I'm talking about this platform, Toastmaster platform. So can I have urge to everyone, please unmute yourself and give a huge round of applause to this platform if you think that it deserves for this. Everyone. Madam Toastmaster, now I would like to stop my speech with one statement that if this platform gave me everything, then I would also try to give at least little bit in return of this speech, in return of this in this reward. With this, I would like to hand over this stage to our Toastmaster, Aditi Monga. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Toastmasters, Simran, to make us realize each and every moment that how helpful this platform has been for all of our journey. And now it's time to tell you about the surprise of the survey, which every one of you have filled. So uh, let's just share about some tips of how to use the birth order for your advantage. Now, this is tip number one. The tip number one says that when you choose your friends, the quote of birds of a feather flock together goes very well with it. That means that when a person chooses his or her friends, he chooses a friend who has a same birth order as his. And we have verified this with a survey which had around 20 entries. And here are the intriguing results. The matched has gone up to 62.9% and non-matched has gone to 37%, means person chooses his friends with the same birth order and not with the different birth order. And here is tip number 2 for romantic relationships. Now, tip number 2 says that relationships which have opposite birth orders go well. As it says, variety is the spice of life. And here are our intriguing results that for romantic relationships, the birth order matched is just 36% and non-matched is 58%. Now you'll say this doesn't add up to 100%. I would like to tell you that I think everybody doesn't have a crush GFBF in this group, so somebody hasn't filled it. And with this, I end the teamwork session with a simple message that these are nothing but just a small few tips. And I would like to hand over the stage to the table topic master of the day, who is Toastmaster Nishtha. The stage is yours.
Okay, Aditi, can we please have the polls first?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I request Tech Master of the Day to please put the polls for the best speaker of the day.
Yeah. So for the best speaker, we had two people. First one was Toastmaster Adarsh Daryani, who's going to submit the subtitles, and then only we will vote for him. The second one is Toastmaster Simran Kumari. Although the speech was short and simple, but it was effective enough. So please vote for your favorite speaker, guys. We already have 21 votes. Let's wait for 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and it's done.
Adding Adarsh before my name doesn't make me one, actually.
I am specially saying it as Adarsh because you don't listen to me, Ashish. You did not even listen to me in the starting. Okay, Aditi, we are done with the process. Let's move forward.
So with this, we end the segment 1 of the meeting, and I call upon the stage Toastmaster Nishtha to take over us to the journey of table topics.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditi. Can we proceed now? Okay. I welcome you all to the table topic session, and I hope that this session is going to fill you with beans. So let us start with what's going to happen. I will give you a topic, and each speaker who is going to come on stage has to speak about it for 1 to 2 minutes. And it is not actually about the relevancy of the content, but it is more important that you come, participate, and speak. That is more important. So please come forward and take part on your own. I will really appreciate that. And to add to it, everyone, including the guests, can participate in it. So first of all, I would like to start with someone from the club itself so that we can do a small demonstration how it is done. Toastmaster Guneet, can you volunteer? Okay, I'll just share my screen. So your topic is you have to convince someone to live near a landfill.
Just to confirm, landfill is that place where we put all the rubbish?
Garbage, yes.
Garbage.
Yes.
Should I start?
Yeah.
Hi guys, we are going to meet another piece of garbage that is going back to a home. That is my favorite Toastmaster Sanchit. So I guess I don't need to convince anyone. Everyone here right now laughing believes that he's the next person who will be going back to your home, because he always cries whenever he calls, I miss my home, I miss my home. So Sanjay, it is time for you for you to go back to your home, that is your landfill, and enjoy eating whatever you like, having different color packs of either of junk food, either of healthy food. Also, you were aiming to, have some abs for your summer body challenge for your Goa trip. So you can pick all those. So it's a perfect place because you can pick all those, wrappers, and that's how you can work out 30 times a day, and you can go ahead with 10,000 steps a day, because that's the first tool to have that perfect slim body. So please, I know you can't say no to me, and you can't say no to the number of people you have been adding by name of Aditi. So please go ahead, and so that's it. And Sanchit will be back to his home, and we won't be seeing him from next meeting. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guneet. That was a great demonstration. And moving on to the next person, can we have Toastmaster Rajiv as our next speaker? Toastmaster Rajiv. Okay, I'll just share my screen for the next topic. So your topic is, you have recently published this book and you have to tell why should someone read it. The book is Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, hello everyone. Basically, I have published my book. In this book, we have written many adventurous things in the world, as like, not more about that. Sorry for that.
You can say anything about it. You can just make up things about that book.
Yeah, basically I'm a tax guy, I'm a chartered accountant, and I have written a book about taxation. As you know that GST is a very advantageous things, and the 8th wonders of the world, because every day GST laws has been changed by the government and people are worried about the new sections. I think all of you, many of you have some business background, so you can feel that the GST is a very dangerous and very uncertain law for India. So if you learn my book, you can read my book, then you can gather the information about the basic knowledge of GST, how it is work. and how you can proceed your further tax saving. As you know that we are suffering from coronavirus and pandemic and all businesses are stuck now. So we have to save our money through tax also. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajiv. And that was amazing from your side that you didn't give up. And next we have Sakshi. Can we have Sakshi? Yes, Sakshi. Sakshi, are you here with us? Okay, I'll just move on to the next person. I can see Utkarsh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Utkarsh.
Am I audible?
Yes, I'll give you the topic. So your topic is, suppose you could go back in time and talk to yourself at the age of 10. What advice would you give yourself?
That's kind of an interesting question. As we go in life, we make mistakes and we learn from them. Today, I'm working, and yesterday itself, my boss gave me an advice. आप college में नहीं हो. Over here, you have to show some responsibility. Oh my God, that was a really bizarre day for me. I didn't sleep well at night. And the next day, I decided to be much more punctual, to be much more dedicated toward my work. Therefore, the one advice or the many advices I would like to give my 10-year-old self is, number one, respect everyone in life. Do all the work up to excellence. Number three, if someone bullies you, bully him back. And if at all he doesn't listens to you, move away from his life. Think that he is a moron and he is not worth living in your life, and you should not associate yourself with him. Which bring me to the most important point: associate yourself with good people, because you are an average of people who you hang out with. And lastly but not the least, your behavior speaks a lot about you. Your education won't matter, but your behavior will. If you want to keep people in life, behave gently, talk to them nicely, and yes, be in a strategic relationship with everyone. That's it from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Utkarsh. That was indeed a great advice to give a 10-year-old. And now I would like to call Aditi Das, who has recently joined our club and is here with us. Aditi, are you here? Cool. Now I will just share my screen to share your topic.
Oh, I have to speak something.
Okay.
Okay.
Suppose you had to start a company, what would that be about?
Okay, so I have been associated in the field of education. So, yeah, I mean, I'm already in my dream project. So, but if I would want to start something of my own, I would definitely start an NGO. Um, of course, it would be non-profitable. It would be for the welfare of the kids, where the kids would be educated, and yeah, I mean that has been I have thought a lot about that. So that is something that I would want to do if I would be given a chance. Yeah.
You still have some time left and you can share more about it, like how you want it to be, or how it can be done in the future, or how you are planning to do it, maybe.
I see, for any non-profit organization, you have to have some capital with you. So yeah, I mean, I would want to build a school for them, something that will not be I mean, they will not be very, they will have to be in a, what do I say? Okay.
It's okay, you're doing good.
No, I just have this thing in my mind that people, students across the globe, everywhere, in every nook and corner of the world, they should be educated because that's the basic right. Okay, and no student should be left with that right, that opportunity, that they should get. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing some great thoughts with us. And next, I would like to call on stage Ishan. Is Ishan here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Ishan has also recently joined our club, and I would like to call him now. And your topic is this. You have to gift one thing from your room. What would that be and why? You have to give it to someone in the club. Say.
What would I gift? I need to think about this.
It's okay. Take your time.
I can give my phone. It's currently like not working. It died just recently, and I can't think of anything.
It's okay. You can try. You can take your time. You have 2 minutes. Why
They
would
can
you
they can
give
take my
that?
lamp, my study lamp. I don't use it out too often, and yeah, that would help in working, I guess.
And why would you give your lamp to someone?
I don't use it. It might help. It might come in handy for someone, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
Okay. Thank you, Ishan.
Nisha, you are on mute.
Sorry. Can we have Bharat Gupta on stage?
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. And sorry, I didn't see that I was on mute earlier.
No issues.
So, Bharat, your topic is that you are the transport minister. And what would you do if you were the transport minister and why?
So that's I think this is somewhat ironical because my aim is to start an electronic vehicle power charging stations soon in the near future, and being the transportation minister, and for sure I'll put it in wheels and to move the process faster and shift from using of petrol and diesel vehicles to electronic vehicles, so that it can at some point of time in the long run enhance or in some way profit my business as well as profit the environment at the same point of time, which I do want to do in the near future. And other than that, I think recently I got a challan for going in the wrong direction on the road. So I'll tell everyone to abide by the rules and not do that. Other than that, uh, I think that's pretty much that what I'll do at this point of time. So that's all from my side.
Nisha, you're again on mute.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank Bharat Gupta. And now I would like to call Ankit Gupta. He's in the meeting. Guest Ankit, are you there for table topic?
Hi.
Okay, I'll just share my screen. Okay, so you have recently been appointed as the Prime Minister of India, and you have to make the first speech afterward about why this is a good news. Stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nishtha, for appointing me as Honorable Prime Minister of India. So I would say it is a good news because no matter what our current Prime Minister was doing, his sincere, dedicated, and tremendous efforts are always being questioned. So, in comparison, if I see myself in place of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, so I believe when people will see what else can go bad, they will definitely be able to appreciate what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been doing. So, although I cannot be a surrogate for our current Prime Minister of India, but in all high spirits, I believe I'll be able to make the change, at least in the mindset of some of the people, by not being able to do as well as our current Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi is. Also, what I would like to do after becoming the Prime Minister of India, there are probably, if I'm given all liberty as well, I'll probably cut short the speeches of our so many leaders of different parties. No bad intent or no bad intentions towards them, but I believe, yes, the speeches of some of the naughty elements of the political world should be curtailed. Thank you, Toastmaster Nishta, and over the stage to you.
Thank you, Ankit. Now we will move to the next speaker, and can we have guest Karthik Batra?
Nishta, this is going to be the last speaker. Okay.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you're perfectly audible. And okay, I'll take care of that. So your topic is, if you could be any age again for 1 week, what age that would be and why?
Thank you, Nishta, for giving me this awesome topic. And if I could be at any age for 1 week, that's not a question. I think everyone would be like to be a child again, and will be obviously go towards those times when we were 5 or 6 years old, and we used to play in the fields, didn't care about anything in world. Our mothers cared for us, so we didn't have to care much. So I think I'll be at that age. I will be doing what every 5-year-old is doing. I will be playing with my friends. I'll be eating what I want to, and I'll not care about what I will not have any kind of fears in my life. I won't think of what will happen if this happens, what will I do, and in future what's my career, what do I have to learn, how to present this speech, and if I am presenting a speech on this topic, what would these 27 participants including me will be thinking of me. That fear will absolutely be gone, because at that age you do not have a sense of what other people are thinking of you. And I believe that we should all be children again, at least not physically, but our inner self should be a child always till we die. And we should not fear, and we should always be excited, curious about what is happening and how we can make it better. We should be creative again, and whatever we do in life, we should do as a child does, not because he's not aware of what to do, but because you can always find a solution to every problem. So why focus on a problem when you can focus on the solution side, and you can be the enjoying person again, and you can laugh and be with friends and do everything happily. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthik. And that's all from my side. Thanks. And at last, I would like to thank everyone for participating, cooperating, and doing an amazing job. Over to you, Journal Evaluator.
Next time, just going for the polls first.
Okay, Sanchit.
Okay, we are done with the polls. Let's move forward.
Okay, now I would like to hand over the stage to the Journal Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nishta. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm audible, right?
Loud and clear.
Yes, you are.
How many of you agree that our siblings are the best evaluators of our life?
Criticizer.
Okay. Let me give you an example. Whenever we are about to go out and we wear something new, then we ask our siblings, right? How do I look? And they will say that, okay, you are looking okay, you are looking good, you are looking bad, or else sometimes they will just throw something at us like saying, wear this instead of that. So that's how they evaluate us in a very small way. And that's a very small example, but even for big life decisions like choosing our career, or else for new assignments, or even for choosing life partner also, our siblings are the best evaluator for us now, and then they gave us very good advice and guidance. So likewise, today I'm going to be the surrogate sibling for the evaluators and the auxiliary role players and role players. So in the general evaluation section, first I will call the evaluators for evaluating the speech of the speakers, and then I will give them feedback, and after that I will call the auxiliary role players for delivering their report, and after that I will give them feedback, and then I will give feedback for that for DMOT and then for DTM as well. So now I would like to call upon the speech, the first evaluator for evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Ashish Daryani, Toastmaster Manya Jai Singhani.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monga. Arrogance, hate, lust, love. Many of the vices which are added in Ravan's 10 heads. But one lust which surpasses all is the lust to be a part of everything, the curiosity to know more. And Toastmaster Ashish, I, and many others of a Toastmaster family sail in the same boat because of our lust to be curious. Toastmaster Ashish began with a speech with such a relatable topic, wherein we all fall into our curiosities, and it is indeed the human nature, and we are our culprits of being a human indeed. Falling to our identifying our strengths, falling into our own opportunities, and trying to grab each one. What I really liked about his speech was his illustration of the points with the help of equally well enunciated story. He had incidents to power his thoughts about the topic, whether it was his childhood, the adolescence, and even more so, he made the story more engaging by adding examples and illustrations of us Toastmasters, by quoting even Toastmaster Guneet, for me, for instance, even Toastmaster Sahil Sharma. So what it made us was that it made me more engaged and hooked on the speech, for there is some cookie for me in the speech to hear. Lastly, we all aspire to speak like Toastmaster Ashish because, and even more so, what is more intriguing about this speech was that his pace matched with his impeccable vocabulary use. Many times when we rehearse a speech, we tend to forget the good words we add in the script. But Toastmaster Ashish made sure that the words are well in sync with the content of the speech and even with the story. Now, moving on to the recommendations part, as Toastmaster Ashish suggested me to monitor his hand gestures used more specifically. So I would say that the hands were used, but they were more in a very rudimentary format, in the sense that he was clasping, and opening. The shoulders seemed to be a bit frozen. So Toastmaster Ashish, I think that you have started using the hand gestures, but you need to be more experimental with the use and try to be more open with the use of the torso. For instance, when you say in the childhood, then step on the one side of the stage and say it was the childhood. Move forward and illustrate to and come to the front and say it with the help of an example of the adolescence, and then move on to your career and workplace issues. So that will make us frame a story with the help of your hand gestures. Secondly, you can use your hand gestures to illustrate one point when saying, instead of confidence, I respected ignorance this time. So instead of just making impact with the words, use hands to make a point. Secondly, I thought that the stories went with more of a flow rather than an impact, which meant that when you were stating your points of not being a monkey in the circus, you could have used just one or maximum two stories to the maximum point. Because I saw that you were using your stories as examples and not as an illustration point. So make sure that instead of using 2-3 stories about you being a part of the academy of batting, academy of cricket, and then you going to the workplace, it's difficult for us to travel to 2 or 3 places. Instead, just try to use just one story and try to phrase it till the end. And to stitch it all up, I think it was a well relatable story with the impact of audience engagement, the spice of the voice, pace, and also the impeccable vocabulary. One thing is certain, that when I will sit back, this curious person will be satisfied, because I would say it is not about the lust, but the passion to continue with the one thing we wish for. Over to the general value.
Thank you so much, Manya. Now I call upon the second evaluator, the evaluator of Toastmaster Simran's speech, Toastmaster Vansh Singhania.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toast of my life. Yes, the topic is very astonishing, because by your speech, we all feel our journey as a Toastmaster. Because this club always gives everything: love, pleasure, happiness, and the most important, the knowledge and the new ideas. Through this club, we all are here to improve our communication style and be the best one. And that's why the girl in your school got selected. But don't worry, Toastmaster Simran, she was selected at the school level, but you, in the future, I hope you get selected at an international level. In your speech, there are so many good points that first I likely want to say about them. Your confidence level and your power while delivering was incredible. I never felt at any point that you are nervous. Second thing, in the beginning, you started with a question, and again through the beginning and till end, your voice modulation is proper. There was no lag, and by asking questions and the point where the school girl got selected, you fulfill the objective of getting the audience. Third and the last, hand gestures. It was right according to the flow of your speech. Now, coming to the recommendation, as I know that you are a great speaker, and I never feel at any point that your communication style was bad, as you said in your speech. But only one recommendation, that at the end, when you summarize, I feel because of the network issue, it was not completed. The thing you wanted to say was like that. Now to return something to the Toastmasters and the end, it was not completed. But it did not matter. It didn't matter, because it was a virtual meeting, not a physical meeting. It was a wonderful speech, and the most important thing I liked the whole speech was confidence. I hope I get the confidence like you. At the end, the toast of the day, according to me, make your parents proud, enemies jealous, and yourself happy. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vansh. Now I give time to the Tech Master for polling.
So, Pong, we'll be having the table topics evaluator as well for the evening. So maybe we can have a first, and thereafter we proceed with polling. You can call upon Toastmaster Monica as the table topics evaluator.
Okay, now I call upon Toastmaster Monica for a table topic evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Supong. And welcome everyone to the table topic evaluation session. So let's quickly begin with our seasoned speaker, Toastmaster Gunit, who was as usual full of beans. Her fun, energetic speech with amazing voice modulation was amazing. And there are really no recommendations, but if I had to make one, I would only suggest that perhaps you could conclude your speech a little better instead of saying that's it, because we know you are much capable in that. So moving forward, we had our next speaker who was Rajiv, and whose topic was about reading a book, about recommending us to read a book. And one thing I liked about him was when he was not comfortable about the topic and he was pushed further, he tapped onto his imaginative resources. Since he was a chartered accountant, he chose a topic he was comfortable with, talked about a GST book. His content was good. He was confident because he knew about the topic, and he made eye-to-eye contact. So one recommendation would be for you is to practice more, especially on uncomfortable topics. Talk to your friends, talk to the people around you on topics that you're not familiar with or comfortable talking about, so that it adds on to your fluency. Another amazing speaker was Utkarsh. He talked about time travel. So Utkarsh, you spoke very calmly. You were clearly audible. And one thing I liked about you was that you were asked to give advice, and you gave us advice in bullet points. One, you missed two, but then you went on to 3, 4, and so on. One suggestion, if I had to give one, would be that you used a Hindi phrase called "Aap college mein nahi ho." You could have probably translated into English as well, because in the meeting, if you use any other language other than English, we translate it. That's it. Otherwise, you were amazing. Keep on doing the good work. Another speaker was Aditi, whose topic was on entrepreneurship. And you were clear in your ideas. You knew exactly what your entrepreneurship model would be, because you come from an education background. You knew the other facets of entrepreneurship. You talked about capital. You talked about the knowledge being a basic human right, etc. You made good eye-to-eye contact. No, in fact, your suggestion would be to make eye-to-eye contact instead of looking up or down. Perhaps look at the camera. Then we had another speaker, Ishan. Ishan, you looked very seriously around the room to find an object that you were about to give. You were funny when you talked about, I'll give my phone because it died, or I'll give my lamp because I don't use it. So that humorous touch was amazing. One suggestion would be, instead of being so serious, be fun, be imaginative, just play it like a game, and tap into your imagination to bring content to your speech. Another speaker was Bharat Gupta. So Bharat, you related it with a personal connection working in the transportation industry, which was amazing. One suggestion would be you should look into the camera. Ankit, you were calm, you were clearly audible, you had amazing fluency and vocabulary. One suggestion would be to have better lighting so that we can see your facial features. Kartik Patra, you brought emotional connection into your speech, you had fluency, you were amazing with your hand gestures. One suggestion would be that hand gestures should be below the neck and should not overcome your face. Everyone, all the best. Keep doing the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Now I give time to Tech Master for the polling.
The polls have been launched, so you can vote for any of the 3 evaluators. We have 13 and 17, 24. So how we end the polling and we're done with this.
Okay, thank you. And now I will evaluate the evaluators. The first evaluator, Toastmaster Manya. Toastmaster Manya, as usual, she was very calm, clear, and perfect in her evaluation. Her eye contact was perfect. Just one recommendation is the objectives of Toastmaster Ashish Taryani, that is that organized speech and then well researched. That part I feel Toastmaster Manya has failed to acknowledge that part, and then in some part like Manya's voice modulation was perfect, but in some part we were not able to hear some words. So I think those recommendations in the future I hope Manya will be able to work upon. Overall, it was a very clear and very precise evaluation. Coming to Toastmaster Vansh Singhania, Toastmaster Vansh, he has followed the CRC approach. His hand gestures were perfect. Just one recommendation is, and this recommendation I have received from Kashish while I delivered a speech. What I feel Toastmaster Vansh also like is Toastmaster Vansh, while we are speaking, I feel like we all need to open our mouth a little wider. That way, our vocal clarity will be more, and we will sound more clear. So what you can try in the future speeches is try opening your mouth a little bit. That I'm also struggling, and I feel like whenever we open our mouth, it comes more clearly, our speech. Coming to Toastmaster Monica, Toastmaster Monica has evaluated all the table topic speakers very clearly and in a very confident manner. Just one recommendation is Toastmaster Monica, what she can do, or what she could have done is she could have given just one recommendation and one commendation for everyone, so that she could complete the evaluation within the time span. She was narrating the topic as well as whatever the person has said. After that, only she was coming to the commendation and recommendation. So what she could have done was she could have directly said, this is the commendation and this is the recommendation. That way, she could have covered all the speakers' evaluation and within the time span.
You're on mute.
That's it for the evaluators evaluation. Now I call upon the table of auxiliary role players. The first role player, mitigation guru, Toastmaster Rahul Kumar. Toastmaster Rahul, are you there? If Toastmaster Rahul is not there, then we can go to the next auxiliary role player. Now I call upon the stage the next auxiliary role player, our counter, Toastmaster Ishan Taneja.
Just a second, please. Is it visible?
Yes.
Thank you so much, TM Supong. As you can see, other than myself, I think everyone did a brilliant job, and I'm struggling still. And a special shout out to TM Ashish. I didn't have any issues with that. I couldn't hear any filler words. And uh, and other than that, I'm no expert in these things, but seeing those numbers, you can see that where you need to improve and work upon. And it will come with practice if the guests will join the club, or the TMs will get more roles and practice a lot. They will eventually come to the stage and they will improve their uh, flow of speech. And other than that, everyone was very good with their job. And I I enjoyed every bit of performances. And special shout out to guest Utkarsh as well. He didn't have any pauses and all. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishan. Now I call upon the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Bhavna Malhotra.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for giving me the stage. I hope I am audible and visible properly.
Yes, you are.
So first, I can say here, we all are spectacular speaker, Toastmaster, and you all are full and big. So here are, I would say here, there are some good speaker. There are, you can see the name Toastmaster Ashish. I have learned so many new vocabulary from you. Toastmaster guest Ankit, idiom, you have used the idiom while in your table topic session. Toastmaster Manya, you have such a great sentence structure. Toastmaster Monica, you have used idiom of the day that wonderfully. There are, you can see the word of the good uses of the word on the screen that used by so many used by speakers. So I could say there are some not so good uses of the language which I say here to given by TTM. The correct uses is this to be given by table topic master. So you can see here which I would say here the people were usually making mistake which I say in conditional sentences. So when I played the role as a grammarian last time also, the people were making mistake. So I can recommend here, I can give you a recommendation here which I do for improving my grammar session. You can use a Grammarly app. So in this app you can practice over it, and you will be able to you would be able to get rid of from making a mistake in conditional sentences. And people were making mistake will would. So what when would we use when we talk about imaginary situation, and talk about when we talk about the past situation. There were some table topic speaker, they were using will instead of using would. For an example, I think I will be doing. No, you are thinking. It means you are imaginary. So in that situation, you must have used would be. You would be doing like this. And the second thing, over to you, Toastmaster. It is not incorrect grammatical sentence, but I say here, once I have joined an international Toastmaster meeting, in that UK, that was from UK. So there was a person who played the role as a grammarian who told us over to you, it's an incorrect uses. So instead of saying over to you, Toastmaster, we can say back to you. The stage is your own. So that was from my side, and you are doing great job and keep on doing, and you are full on beings. So that was from my side. So the stage is yours, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavna. Is Rahul Kumar available? Toastmaster Rahul Kumar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now I call upon the stage Toastmaster Rahul Kumar, the meditation guru.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Show all windows. Yeah. Okay. So can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, hi all, I'm Abhishek. So, I am playing a role of a meditation guru today, in which I will talk about the benefits of meditation. Okay, how should I? Yeah. So, meditation is not new to us. So, this word was originated 100 years back. And during those times, meditation was used to remove the stress or reduce the blood pressure or control your moods. What has changed in the recent time that due to the advancement in the technology, researchers have started analyzing the meditation brain, and they have found a very tremendous benefits about the meditation. So I will be just talking about those benefits. Yeah, so you will be surprised to know that when you are not working, your mind is in a default mode, and your mind is in default mode, and it acts like a monkey. So your mind will keep hopping from one thoughts to another thoughts, and you will start analyzing your future or your past. And what will happen is, like, if you do that, you will be stressed, then anxiety will come, and you will be depressed. So this is not a desirable mode. On the other hand, when you are working on something which is like which requires a concentration, then your mind is on a task positive network. So these are the ones where these are the moments in which your mind is very active. So this is one thing which is desirable. But what research has also shown that the task positive network that only lasts for 20 to 30% of our time, but mostly we are in the like a default mode, which is undesirable. So what research has also shown that, like, if you meditate for a longer period of a time, so you can have that you can activate your TPN for a longer time, and you can deactivate your TPN. So let me just tell you, like, how can your mind change, how mind works, and how can you change your mind. So mind is nothing but it's a combination of millions of circuits, and how these circuits interact. So they pass electrical signal. So this is how the circuits has interact. So what researchers has found that all these circuits are not hardwired. You can you can create your new circuits, or you can even strengthen your old circuits. So this way you can change your mind. Your mind is like is like a plastic. And it can go the neuroplasticity, which means you can create a new habit, and you can tune out the old habits. Now let's talk about how your meditation can change your mind. So mind has a several components. Here I'm just talking about the one which is important. So the first one is the hippocampus. So hippocampus is that part of your brain which is responsible for learning new things and the cognitive ability. And what researchers have shown that if you meditate for a longer period of a time, your hippocampus will grow by your hippocampus will grow with a higher rate as compared to the non-meditation. So this is the first help. Second one is like a amygdala. So I think this is very relevant here. So amygdala is the one which is responsible for how you respond to the stress. And what happens, like, when we are doing a public speaking, and when we are under a spotlight, we just get anxious. So what researchers has also shown that, like, if you practice for a longer period of time, your amygdala will decrease, and you will have a better response to your stress. So yeah, if I have to summarize it, then if I have to summarize it to one line, so it will be like as the exercise does to your body, like if you exercise a lot, your muscles will grow. Similarly, meditation will act to your mind. So if you meditate a lot, you will have a better and a more structured mind. Yeah, so that's all I am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Now I would like to call upon the stage timer Toastmaster Suzanne.
Hi, so Monga, so like Toastmaster Suzanne has to leave in between. So I will be sharing the report of timer today. As we can see, our role players, Toastmaster Ashish and Simran, the respective role players, speaker and evaluators, has taken this much time, and they are qualified. For the table topic speaker, all the table topic speakers were also qualified. And moving forward to the auxiliary role player, unfortunately, Toastmaster Bhavna and Toastmaster Rahul is disqualified. So as a timer, I would like to suggest you I would like to give you a tip or two that whenever we have a stage time, we know about the time of the role being provided. We have to prepare our content. We have to keep it concise so that we can present our report in the time provided. And so wish you all the very best. And whenever, one thing for the table topic speakers, whenever you have time, like I have seen that many people have not even completed or reached till yellow card or maybe till red card. You have time in your hand. You can utilize your stage time even to think. Try relating the content with your life or maybe any story you have heard, or try to be creative and do a storytelling or something. So wish you all the best and thank you so much. Over to the general evaluator of the day.
Thank you, Anukshita. Now I hand over the stage to Take Master for the polling.
Yes, thank you, Supang, for doing it. For the best auxiliary role player, we have only 2 nominations because unfortunately 2 of them got disqualified. The first one is the debutant, the R counter, Toastmaster Ishan Taneja. And the second one is the timer's role, which was distributed amongst Toastmaster Susan and Toastmaster Yashika. Meanwhile, for the people who have already voted, we have a special person with us who has joined us after a very long time. He is none other than the ex-VP membership, Toastmaster Dikshit Arora. Hello, Dikshit. We welcome you to the meeting.
Hi, Sanjit, and good evening to all the TMS aliens. Sorry, my throat is not good today. But yeah, good to see you all and good to be back here.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Spong, you may continue.
Thank you, Sanjit. Now I would like to give my evaluation to the auxiliary role players. First, the meditation guru, Toastmaster Rahul Kumar. Toastmaster Rahul, your presentation was very innovative. Just one recommendation is you could have shortened the presentation a little less so that it would have been covered within the time period. And for Toastmaster Ishan Taneja, the R counter, the presentation of our counter Toastmaster Ishan was very clear and precise. Just one recommendation, Toastmaster Ishan could work upon the eye contact. Even though we are not having a physical meeting, the eye contact in the camera is very important in order to have an engagement with the audience. So please, you can work upon the eye contact. Grammarian, Toastmaster Bhavna. Toastmaster Bhavna from the very beginning, she was very energetic and she was always smiling. And even during the meeting also, she was pushing in the chat box to use the word of the day and idiom of the day. So kudos to Toastmaster Bhavna for that. And I'm sure most of the people have used the idiom of the day as well as the word of the day. So kudos to Toastmaster Bhavna for that. I don't have any recommendation or such for her. And for the timer, Toastmaster Yashika, even though it was in the last minute, you have done your role very well, and the presentation was very accurate, and also you have given some tips for the role players. So kudos to you for that. Now I would like to give evaluation for TMOD and for the table topic master. Sanjit, if we have time. Table topic master, Toastmaster Aditi Monga. The best thing about her role was she was very energetic throughout her session, and her hand gestures were perfect, like she was using 3 and then she was using together like this, and it was very systematic also, and it was very engaging. So kudos to Toastmaster Aditi for that. Just one recommendation, in the future, what Toastmaster Aditi can try just to challenge yourself is to you can try using some props in your role. That way it will make the role much better. And coming to table topic master, Toastmaster Nishta, the topics were very humorous, interesting, and then when people were unable to speak, you prompted them and then you encouraged them also. So kudos to you for that. Just one recommendation: whenever we are calling one Toastmaster for on the stage during table topic session, we used to say the topic twice and then the name of the Toastmaster. So if you have to call the speaker, then you just example, you have to say slow and steady wins the race, Toastmaster Sanjit. Slow and steady wins the slow and steady wins the race, slow and steady wins the race, Toastmaster Sanjit. So that way the speaker will have some time to comprehend the topic, and that way the speaker also will get some time to evaluate the topic. So that's the only recommendation from my side. So that's it. Overall, the meeting was very engaging, very interesting. And then the meeting also started exactly at 7 p.m. So that's it from my side. Over to the president of the club, Toastmaster Sanjit.
Thank you so much for that wonderful general evaluation section. I know, Supang, it's very tough for anybody who comes on stage after a very long time and deliver a session for 35-40 minutes, and everybody is still available there. So brilliant job done, Toastmaster Supang, with that. And I guess we are left with just one poll, which is for the best role player. All the three role players did a wonderful job. The Toastmaster of the day was Toastmaster Aditi Monga. TTM was Toastmaster Nishtha Jindal. And the general evaluator was none other than Toastmaster Supang Walling. So I am requesting everybody to please vote. We have 16 votes till now, so I will give you 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3. It's a very close one. 4. I'll give you 2 more. 1, 2. Done. Okay. Thank you so much. I think till the time Toastmaster Manya is going to make the certificates, let's use this time. For Toastmaster, for people who have joined in later, Toastmaster Aditi Das and Toastmaster, where is that guy?
Ishan.
Ishan was the one who joined initially, but there was, okay, I guess he left once again. So there was Mr. Maheshwari along with Toastmaster Aditi who had joined in this week, but I only can see Toastmaster Aditi. So out of these 5 beer bottles, 6 beer bottles, one of them is for you because you are one of the 5 people who have joined us this week. And the 6th one goes to none other than the VP membership, which is Toastmaster Guneet. So congratulations for joining the club. A huge round of applause for all the 5 people who have joined us, guys, and Toastmaster Guneet as well. So it's time to wrap up. Before we wrap up, we take a general feedback from the guests who have joined in for the very first time. I do not see a lot of people there, but still, let me cover up with whomsoever we have with us. The first one would be Utkarsh Shirodkar. So Utkarsh, would you please like to give us feedback? Yes, hi sir.
Hello. I'm a Toastmaster since last 2 years and I have been exploring other clubs. I'm actually based in Pune. And since because of lockdown, we can actually go on a world tour of Toastmasters or we can visit any club. A few months back, I visited a club in Paris since I know French. And over there, the meetings were like 3 or 4 o'clock, at 3 or 4 o'clock, according to this time in the morning. And yesterday, I visited a club at a club in Pakistan, that Karachi Toastmasters Club. Now I have decided to even go beyond, go to Canada or America. Then why not some Indian cities like Delhi? I believe your club is based in Delhi, right? Am I correct? Yeah. So I would like to deliver a speech over here if possible, and I would like to meet you guys in person. Whenever I will come to Delhi for professional or personal reasons. That's it from my side. Over to you, President Sanjit.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Utkarsh, for joining the meeting again. And if possible, we will try to provide you a speech slot if possible. Obviously, I cannot promise that, but the VP Education will get in touch with you because we already have your number. And I can see you laughing. So thank you for doing it. With that, let's move forward to the next one, which is, I saw a very smiling face. Yes, it was Bharat Gupta. So Bharat, could you please like to come on stage and give us a feedback?
Yeah, hi. So this is my first Toastmasters meeting. Like this is my starting journey in, exploring the groups, and I think actually I sat through the whole meeting, so that was one of the win-win situation for me. And kudos goes to you guys who like made me sit here and listen to you all, and the session was very interesting. And I think everyone nailed it, did their best, and thanks for like in making me being a part of it, giving me this
Thank you so
opportunity.
much.
Yeah.
Bharat, I would like to ask you a question. Do you drink?
Yeah, at times, on occasions, yeah.
In case you do, and if you would like to have a beer bottle from me,
Thank you so much.
And Puneet is going to get back to you. So thank you for joining the meeting, and let's move forward with the last part of the meeting, which is giving away the certificates to the people who did the best in their respective roles. So I will quickly move forward with the first certificate, and that is for the best table topics speaker. Any guesses, guys, before I announce who the winner is?
Ankit.
Okay, I can see one for Ankit.
Utkarsh.
One for Utkarsh. Okay, so the winner for the best table topics is, where is he? Yep, can you see my screen?
You should have one award for the most unstructured table topic also.
Okay, I will definitely take that into recommendation. But for now, the best table topic speaker is twice in a row actually. That is Ankit Gupta. So Ankit, thank you for joining the meeting, and with your wonderful table topics, you make the meeting even more interesting and special for us. So thank you for joining.
Thank you.
The next award is going to be, let's give it away to the best auxiliary role player. So for the best auxiliary role player, we had 2 nominations because unfortunately 2 people got disqualified. So one was Toastmaster Yashika / Toastmaster Susan. The other one was the debutant Toastmaster Ishan. My pick is going to be with Ishan, who is going to be the underdog as he has just participated for the very first time. But I would wish to know from your side who is doing this. Okay, please say Ishan. Anybody else? Nobody else.
Ishan.
Okay, I can see
Ishan, I think.
Yes. Ishan.
If Yashika wins, I get the certificate.
Bruno भी आ गया share करने.
So the winner is Bruno and Yashika. So thank you,
Yashika. You have my mail ID.
Thank you for participating, guys. And the next up is going to be for the best. Let's go for the evaluator first. Okay, so for the best evaluator, interestingly, we have 3 people. One was the table topics evaluator, that was Toastmaster Monica. The other 2 were serious candidates. One of them was none other than Toastmaster Manya Jai Singhani, and the third one being Toastmaster Vanch Singhania. So anybody would like to shout out the name of who they think the winner is?
Toastmaster Monica and Toastmaster Manya.
Tie between Monica and Manya.
Yeah, tie. It would be a tie.
M square.
Eminem.
Yeah. So this, Monica, would you please like to be on video?
Monica. You got A today also on Z5, no? Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, Toastmaster Monica will be soon with us, and I announce the winner. It is none other than Monica, who has won the best evaluator for the table topics evaluation section. So congratulations, Toastmaster Monica. She is there, and congratulations on winning the certificate. Yes, we have two more awards to go. One of them is the very important one, which is for the best speaker, and the other one being the best role player, which is another massive award. So let me go forward with the role player because this is going to be very interesting. We had three special people who joined us. One was the table topic master, Toastmaster Nishta. One was Aditi Monga, who delivered the first teamwork session in her Toastmasters journey. And the last and not the least being the ever so bubbly Toastmaster Sapong, who always kept the meeting interesting. The votes were right. The votes were very interesting because ultimately it was only a difference between a couple of them. And the winner for the best role player is none other than
Aditi.
Toastmaster Aditi. Congratulations, Aditi. It must be a very special feeling to win the certificate in the debutante role as the team art. So congratulations to you. We would love if you can come on camera. Yes, there she is, smiling. And thank you for joining the meeting, Toastmaster Aditi. Let's move forward with the last one. So I would want everybody to unmute their mics and then shout out the names of the winner if and only if they think Ashish is not Adarsh and the other one being Toastmaster Simran. So I know what Bhavna would want.
Ashish. Sorry.
So one vote for Ashish. What about
I
others?
think Ashish.
She should get extra bonus point.
Okay, two votes for Ashish.
Party.
Ashish, do you think you are going to win?
Say yes, Ashish.
No, I think after listening to my evaluation, I think I should not win.
So let me give the certificate away. And for the best speaker for this meeting, the best speaker award goes to Toastmaster Ashish.
Now Ashish will give us a bottle of beer.
Ashish, I have already given away 6 beers.
Yeah,
so
I think Sanchit is performing Shaktiman's role these days. Huh? Don't worry. I'll cover up for my mentor, Toastmaster.
So we know what's in plan for 9 p.m. today. Okay, moving forward, it's the last bit in which we bid goodbye to the meeting and we finally conclude the meeting. But as we have very special people who have joined us after a very long time, I would like to take this opportunity to ask Toastmaster Dikshit to end the meeting with me. So Dikshit, I will be putting you and I will be adding you to the spotlight and let's do it together.
Sure.
So for the benefit of the guests, the way in which we end the meeting is in TMSL, we don't want our champions to walk back home. We want them to fly back. Okay, so everybody who knows what to say, please unmute yourself. I have seen 3 people who have unmuted, Guneet, Adarsh, Ashish, and Yashika. Okay, almost everybody is done. So Dikshit, let's start with it.
Monica, Ishan.
1, 2, 3, go.
In
TMSL, we do not want our champions to
walk back home.
We want them to
fly back home. Whichever way they are flying, okay.
Thank you for joining the meeting, guys. We still have 18 people left, which is a massive achievement for us because when the lockdown started, we used to have only 18 people who attended the call. And now we have 18 people who are left towards the end of the meeting, which is a very big achievement for the club. So thank you for joining. And with that, I conclude the meeting. Good night.
Can we do a short informal session because